Welcome back to this course. Today, we are diving into one of the most transformative parts of Svelte 5, state management. In Svelte 4, we relied on stores like Writable. In Svelte 5, that is all gone. We now have a unified system called Runes that works everywhere. In this video, we are going to build a task manager. We will start by managing complex objects, learn how to compute values automatically with Derived Rune, move our logic into external TypeScript files using Universal Reactivity, and discuss how Svelte 5 uses fine-grained updates to maximize performance. Complex state objects. In modern web applications, state is rarely just a simple number or a string. We often deal with arrays of objects or deeply nested structures. In Svelte 5, the state rune is incredibly powerful because it is deeply reactive. Unlike other frameworks where you must use immutability and spread operators like this to trigger an update, Svelte 5 uses proxies. This allows you to treat your data like normal JavaScript. You can push to an array or change a specific property inside an object, and Svelte will see exactly what changed and update only the necessary parts of the UI. Now let's see the code example. Create a Svelte page. Then create a reactive project variable and pass an object in state rune that contains a string and an array of objects. Then create a add task function. In it, we'll use push method to add new tasks. In older versions of Svelte, this wouldn't trigger a UI update because the variable reference didn't change, but in Svelte 5, the proxy handles this mutation perfectly. Then create a toggle task method which takes ID of number type as parameter. In it, we find the specific task object within the array using the find method, and then use the if statement to check if task is found and flip its done property. Because the state is deeply reactive, Svelte knows exactly which checkbox and which text span needs to change without re-rendering the entire list. In template section, create HTML structure, then create a button which calls add task method using onClick property. Then use each block to iterate over task. In it, use checkbox input, set checked property to task.done property, and call toggle task method using onChange property. And then print the task, and I also use ternary operator to put line through to completed tasks. And we're done. Now run the app. Go to task route, and here we can see the default tasks which we added in the state rune. Use this button to add new tasks. And we are able to add new tasks, which means tasks are getting pushed in the array and UI is perfectly just as expected. Also, if we tick the checkbox, done status of the task is being toggled, and this type of reactivity is just perfect. Derived State. Oftentimes, we need data that is calculated based on other state. For example, in our task manager, we want to know how many tasks are completed or what the percentage of progress is. In Svelte 5, we use the derived rune for this. You should never manually update a count variable inside your click handlers. Instead, you define a derived rune that watches your state whenever the dependencies. In this case, the tasks array change, the derived value recalculates automatically. It is highly optimized and only runs when necessary. Let's see the code example. Here, create a stats variable and initialize it with derived rune. Create total property and pass the length of tasks to it. Then create completed property and pass the length of completed tasks to it. For this purpose, I used the filter method to get the completed tasks. Then in template section, use paragraph to print the completed and total tasks. And we are done. Now run the app. And here we can see the number of completed and total tasks. And as we add more tasks, the number of total tasks increase automatically. And as we complete the task, the number of completed tasks increases automatically. And beautiful thing is that we didn't have to write any extra logic inside add task or toggle task methods to update the numbers. The derived rune handles the synchronization for us, ensuring our UI never shows stale data. Universal Reactivity. As your app grows, keeping all your logic inside a Svelte file becomes messy. You might want to access the task list from a different page or a navigation sidebar. Svelte 5 introduces Universal Reactivity, which means runes work outside of components. We can create a svelte.ts file and use classes to organize our state. This is a massive improvement over Svelte 4 stores because classes provide a clean, organized structure where data and the functions that modify it exist together in one place. Let's understand it with a code example. First, create a project.svelte.ts file in the lib folder. The purpose of using .svelte in the file extension is that it allows us to use runes in the TS file. The is mandatory when we want to use runes in the TS file. In it, create the export class named project. In it, create project property and initialize it with state rune. In it, create property and task property which hold the array of the task. Then create getStats method. Instead of the derived rune, we use a standard JavaScript get property. Svelte 5 automatically treats class getters that access reactive state as derived values. In it, return the object which contains the total and completed properties. Then create addTask method which takes string type title property as parameter. In it, push the title property to tasks array. Then create toggleTask method which takes number type ID as parameter. In it, find the task using the ID and then toggle the done value of that task. And finally, export and instance this class named project state. And we're done here. Now, open Svelte page. Remove the code from script section. Then import project state. Now we need to do minor corrections in the template section. Here, use project.state.project.name. Also show completed and total tasks from project state. On add button, call addTask method from project state and also pass the title as parameter. Then call toggle method from project state. And we're done. Now run the app. Go to task row. And we are able to see the same UI as before. We can add the new task, and as we add new task, the number of tasks increases. We can also toggle the task status. It's same as before. However, now our page file is short and cleaner than before. Fine-grained updates. The reason Svelte 5 is so fast is because of fine-grained updates. In many other frameworks, if you update one item in a list, the framework might rerun a significant portion of the component to figure out what changed in the virtual DOM. Svelte 5 doesn't use a virtual DOM. It uses signals to link your state directly to the specific part of the HTML. In our task manager, Svelte tracks the done property of each individual task object. When you click a checkbox, Svelte doesn't re-render the entire list of tasks. It doesn't even re-render the task's title. It sees that only one specific done Boolean changed. It then goes directly to the browser's checkbox and the CSS class of that specific item and updates them. This surgical precision is what makes Svelte 5 exceptionally performant, even as your state objects become incredibly complex and large. State organization. Now that we can put state anywhere, we need a plan for organization. Not all state should be global. A good rule of thumb is the rule of proximity. If state is only used by one component, keep it local with state rune. If state is shared across multiple pages, move it into a svelte.ts file in your lib folder using the class pattern we just learned. For large-scale applications, you should avoid having dozens of global singletons. Instead, you can use the Svelte Context API combined with runes. You would create a class in a svelte.ts file, but instead of exporting a const instance, you would initialize the class in your root layout.svelte and pass it down using setContext. This allows you to have scope state that is accessible to all child components, but is properly cleaned up when the user leaves that section of the app. This balance between local state, class-based logic, and context-based distribution is the key to a maintainable Svelte 5 codebase. That's all for this section. See you in the next.